G'day and welcome to my review of the LEATHERMAN Wave multi-tool. According to Leatherman, this is one of their best-selling models, and it's really easy to see why. It's a full-size multi-tool and has a great range of tools on it, and also it's excellent value, so it's not surprising that it's one of their biggest, if not their biggest, selling multi-tool. What we're going to do is have a look through, show you guys the features on it, do a little bit of testing on some of the tools, and just generally have a discussion about it. So, let's get into it. First of all, the one I've got here is the normal stainless steel version, and the whole construction, I should mention, is stainless steel. There's also a black oxide version available. I actually quite like the bling, the shiny looking one. I think it's really cool. My version came with the nylon sheath, which you can see there. We'll just have a quick look over this. It also comes with a leather sheath, which I don't have one on hand to show you, but Velcro closure, decent construction. You've got two-way belt loop at the rear, so your belt can go through that way. And there's also two small loops, one there and one there, so you could wear it scout style if you wish to. On the side there, a little bit of elastic. If you buy the additional tools, they can slide down in there for storage. Elastic sided, and we've also got a little storage pocket just there as well. As you can see, quite a large hole. That could be considered a drainage hole, I guess, or even something like use it to push the tool up through. But all in all, good quality pouch. Speaking of pouches, I don't use this one particularly much. It's basically been in storage. And just for reference, anyone who's thinking of how to carry things, this is a Maxpedition single sheath, multi-purpose sheath, and it fits the LEATHERMAN Wave perfectly. So if you're looking for another carry option, maybe something MOLLE compatible for your multi-tool, I can highly recommend the Maxpedition single sheath. I've got a separate video up reviewing that product. Alright, back to the Wave. If I was right-handed, I'd be really happy with all the external tools. I am left-handed, and the reason that's a problem is, as you can see there, as a lefty, can't open it. But anyway, that's life. I'll live with that because the tool is well and truly worth it. You can see here on the outside, first up we've got the standard clip point blade. Now both blades on this are in 420HC stainless, which is a pretty decent sort of a steel. We flip the tool over, and there we have our sheath's foot serrated blade. Very, very good serrated blade, good rescue blade, that sort of thing. Other external tools, we've got a file. Now we've got here a wood file, and on the other side we've got a diamond coated file, which is really good for things like minor sharpening tasks and detail work. Where are we? On the other side we've got our wood saw. Now later on I'm going to come back and do a little bit of testing on the wood saw, but we'll just leave that towards the end of the video. First of all, we'll have a go with the serrated blade. As mentioned, great for rescue work. Now I've got a little bit of a webbing strap here. This has come off an old pack. You can see the width of it. It's not particularly heavy duty like a seat belt, but it's the same kind of material. And we'll see how the serrated blade does with that. No problem. Nor should there be. Now of course the benefit of your sheath sort of blade, if you are using it against a person, you've got that angle there so you're not going to cut them. So as we saw, it goes through that nice and easily. Bit of paracord, you wouldn't expect it to have too much trouble with that. And it doesn't. So serrated blade, I'm not a big fan of serrations, but on this tool having a full serrated blade and a full planeage blade, you've really got the best of both worlds. So we'll flick it over and have a look at the planeage blade. I should mention, of all these tools on the outside, and I forgot to mention this, they're all a liner lock, which I think is tremendous. So as you can see there, the blade's not going to shut on you, which is great, and you just push in with your thumb and you close all these tools up. So that's a terrific safety feature, and well done to LEATHERMAN for doing that. This is actually a really nice blade. It's flat ground, nice shape, very nice long straight run there, a little bit of curvature, a little bit of belly, but it's a very useful blade indeed. So we'll bring our paracord back into the equation again. Oops, if I held onto it that might work better. Yep, goes through there without any difficulty. Again, you'd expect nothing less. Came very sharp out of the box, this tool, so again, well done LEATHERMAN on that one. Just out of curiosity, we'll have a look how the plain blade does on that webbing strap. I don't think it'll go too bad actually. In some ways that's actually easier than the serrated. But if you're doing large low rope, slicer rope, hemp rope, that type of thing, the serrations would certainly come into their own. It's also useful in wood. I've just got a bit of Moranti, which is relatively soft wood, but if we needed to do a little bit of woodwork, that blade's certainly up to the task for us. So very versatile what you can do with one of these tools. Alright, so we've had a look at the external tools. As I mentioned, I will come back to the wood saw a little bit later. Just open the tool up partially. If you open it so that it's basically flat like so, you get a ruler. Now I won't pull my, I think you've got metric on this side, which runs out to I think around about 12 centimetres, 8 inches on this side. And I did check it against a tape measure and it's actually pretty damn accurate providing you've got it folded out like that. So that's quite useful. Very, very good set of pliers. Hopefully you guys will be able to see there. That goes down very nicely. And we'll check the alignment there. Very, very good indeed. So we've got our normal pliers here, we've got a section here where we can grip nuts, bolts, that type of thing. You've got 2 wire cutters. I'll bring that up nice and close so you can see. You've got the soft wire cutting section just there, and in the back here, hard wire cutter. So I've just got a nail here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try cutting that in that section just there. So we'll pop it in, we'll see how it does. Really easy actually, no problem at all. A little bit of softer wire, this is sort of baling wire, up on the nippers, and that's going through that very, very easily. So it's well and truly up to handling those sorts of tasks for you. Alright, other tools on the inside. Let's dig into this side first. We have a large screwdriver. Now all these tools from the inside, they also lock. Slightly different mechanism. You can just see on the back there, foam activated lock. And that's not going anywhere. So that's your large flat blade screwdriver. Next to that, just fold that one out of the way. This is a really handy little tool, particularly if you have glasses, or most of us wear sunglasses. You've got 2 tools on here. You've got a very, very small flat blade, and if we take that out of its little holder, this may be hard to see on the video, but you've got a very small Phillips head. And that's really great for working, as I say, things like glasses, hinges, that type of thing. Really excellent. The other thing I really love about the Wave is that you get a pair of scissors. So we'll just lock those out. And we'll give these a bit of a test. They're not as big as some of the scissors you get on the Swiss Army knives, but they're pretty good. So I'll just bring in a little bit of paracord to give that a test on. I find scissors and paracords, it's a pretty good test really. Doing a great job on that. Really impressed with that. So, great little pair of scissors on the LEATHERMAN Wave. And they just fold up like so, flatten them out like that, and away they go. Now on the other side, we've again got some screwdrivers. Slightly bigger flat blade. It's kind of between, obviously, the minor, or a little small one, and that large one I showed you before. And as you can see there, it's got a little holder. You pulled it out. It'll come as no surprise to see that on the other end we've got a Phillips head. So that's really good. The other thing on that side is our combination bottle opener, can opener, and again, as mentioned, all these lock out using that mechanism there. Alright, so what haven't I shown you yet? Oh, of course, the wood saw. I promised to test the wood saw, if I can just find it. There it is. Okay, just going to change the viewpoint here and we'll give this a bit of a test. Okay, so what we're going to do this cutting test of the wood saw. I've got this branch that I took off a tree in the garden just before. Doing a little bit of gardening or vandalism, depending on how you look at it. And the size of this is it's around about 3/4 of an inch, or for my metric customers it's just under 2 centimetres. So we'll just secure this in the vise and we'll see how we go. Really good. I didn't time that, so I don't know how long that took. It wasn't very long and it was relatively effortless. So the saw works just as good as everything else in this thing, and no complaints from me on that at all. So there you have it, the LEATHERMAN Wave multi-tool. If you're one of those people who just likes collecting tools and useful items, you really should have one of these in your collection. If on the other hand you're one of those people who just is looking for a full-size multi-tool, maybe you're on a budget but you still want to get the most bang for your buck and a lot of capability, you could do a heck of a lot worse than consider the LEATHERMAN Wave. I think for the dollars it's probably the best multi-tool out there. I love mine, and hopefully if you get one you'll enjoy yours. Thanks very much for watching everyone. All the best. Bye for now.